Serial number 12, by the way.
It says 13 in the shipping document.
No, I'm talking about satellite.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah, the IHU number?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so. There are 3 areas with photographable damage. One would be the spring plate, which is not removable, but I can see 4 corners where a satellite was probably. Wouldn't it be funny? We could look at Fox-1A. Maybe they gave us back the identical one, and those are our marks from 1A.
Oh, isn't that funny? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so actually, Eric, I'll ask you to hold that light up there so I can take a picture down at the bottom.
Do you need a pen?
Oh, thanks.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, remember how we said the battery is flashing?
No,
Turns out they're dead.
Not the
The batteries were not flashing, you are correct.
But of course, you're totally prepared with.
I have like 8 batteries.
Is that all?
Okay, the CAC, I will put a paper clip on it.
Star.
Oh, put it in one of these empty notebooks on the bed. Anything that's completed, I want to hold that separate from all the ones that are today and next.
The CAC is closed. I made a note that we recorded those results in the margin. But I did send me an email to say, hey, there was no place to write them, so we put them in the margin. See what it says. We'll call this storm proof.
Can't believe that. It actually works with that battery.
That's good to know.
Yes.
Of course, we could have used my nice new cell phone to do it.
This takes really good close-up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I want my camera because my camera is particularly good, at least historically.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so that is the back plate. Then there's this little nick right here. Let's see if I can get the color on it.
So there's nothing saying that we should write down the locations. It's just taking pictures of them.
I noticed those too when I took it out. And I did, and you know what? I remember thinking to myself, gee, those look a lot like the scratches we had from Fox.
I remember we were somewhat concerned about that when we came out of lab.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and adjust. I'm trying to get the scratch to show up. The photo I just took didn't show up. Nope, it's not going to show up in any photo. Nope, that's the outside. I don't care about nicks on the outside. Okay, so that was take photos of the test pod.
Yes, and now it takes photos of the CubeSat with close attention to the rails.
I gotta go next door and watch you guys on the streaming.
Yeah, I'm sure it works. You need what?
Oh, I can't help you. Mine's only like that. this. You missed it. God, I hope
We
that's
are
not.
streaming.
Okay, pictures of CubeSat.
Pictures of CubeSat.
Pictures of CubeSat.
Paying close attention to the rails.
One strap for dragging the tools. Close attention to the rails.
Very.
Oh, very close attention.
No, they're actually just close. Not very close.
We'll keep this here, or we're done with it for today?
We'll keep it here and we're done with it for the day.
I'll just put it right here by the key.
Okay, so pictures of the CubeSat.
We take pictures of the pictures? I still remember the famous picture of a picture when we were integrating.
Where did that masking tape go? That roll? I don't want to touch it, but would you just tape like under the lid of the table going around where my finger is, so I don't knock the tripod over onto the satellite?
Where's that good idea?
Tape here to
Yeah, I would go like under the lip, over the leg and under the lip. And I just didn't want to touch the adhesive because it's harder to get off than dust and oil. Yeah, when I throw the camera and looking down, it's sort of outside the leg footprint.
Yeah.
Like that. Cool. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Good. I was worrying, but then I said, Bob knows what he's doing.
Well, that's what I do at home, except I have the tripod on the other side, and I make sure that it's, kind of,
Sure.
it's fastened to the table.
Propane MTS for sitting.
Yep. Ah!
What the heck? I got a bite or something.
Eric, would you mind?
What's in that crate?
I can't remember what they call that in Hollywood. What's that name for it?
Gaffer?
Grip. Gaffer? Grip?
Yeah, grip. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. Okay.
Gaffer is the guy that went with Frodo on the Ring Quest.
Who?
They always called, I can't think of his name, that went with Frodo's buddy that went along on the Ring Quest. He called him the Gaffer.
I read the book too many years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't remember that. Hey, Burns.
Say, what? Another light?
Yes, if you would.
Another gaffage?
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. If you mean that dot right there, it's built in. It's actually an arrow showing voltage direction. It's just so damn small it looks like dust.
So are you paying special attention to the radios?
Hopefully the combination of, yes. Really this is just a picture of each side. But that captures 2 rails per side. So.
Okay.
But by using the tripod, the pictures won't be blurry. It won't be fine for quality.
2 marks.
2 marks. You're right. I bet you they won't come up. But I also don't know what it is. Yeah, it's not going away, so no.
No indelible mark.
Ah, that.
Little tiny dots there.
Dots. I see a streak.
Dot, dot, dot.
Come stand here. I see a streak that runs all along there.
Oh, that is a streak, but that's different.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Jerry.
Yeah. That's actually just a wear from the dots. See there? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they are.
It looked like you know, your paint didn't dry.
My gray paint on the other one,
Your gray.
where I faked it. I forgot how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's take a picture top and bottom. That is plus Z. All the actions on minus Z. There's all the action.
You see those marks on the top side panel, the closest one to the mark? Yeah, but you can, if you're looking on the top, that streak is part of it. If you're looking at the
Oh,
bottom,
yeah,
you can see much more.
That's actually built into the source cell. It's just an inconsistency of that. You'll see there's that little tiny conductor line going in here, and it's actually slightly thicker there, and that's why it looks like a streak going sideways. But it's actually every single one of those lines thicker.
Okay.
So that's the manufacturing, and that's the arrow that shows you which way.
Yes, I know about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And looks like somebody took a pencil eraser.
Boy, it looks awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's it for photos.
Okay.
That's all.
Where would
6
you like
sides.
these lights placed?
Leave them on. We'll put them just down anywhere.
Yeah,
Do the tape?
Yeah, go ahead and undo the tape. Tape.
okay, that is done.
Yep, that stuff is done.
You holding?
Yes.
Okay, ready for the next step.
Yes, we are.
Undo the 12 bolts securing the lid of the 1U test pod.
Done.
Place the bolts safely to the side where they will not roll away.
Done.
The lid is a removable.
Technically, they fell on the floor when I did that, but
They
done.
didn't roll away.
They didn't roll. They dropped.
Bolts are not to be removed. Bolts not to be removed should be sticked. Do not remove these bolts.
Check.
Okay.
Or yes. However that's phrased.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, thank you. 6. Remove lid from assembly and place on table out of the way.
Check. Oh boy, dust.
It's the first time you've ever seen dust on this thing.
Clean 1U test pod internal volume with isopropyl alcohol. That is defined as walls, rails, inner surface of lid, and inner surface of load plate.
What do you think? Oh, okay. Interesting process to go through. I don't think we're going to do that in the
No.
I just drove down there. It's a good place. 3 separate buildings.
Really?
Ah. We do EMI, environmental.
Did you tell them we're not going to be there? You were just
No, I just drove by to see what it was like. There's guys outside fixing big, look like wind tunnel things. And
Guys outside waiting for us.
Well, actually, we will ask them what they have. We need, I should say, we should scope out that they have a centrifuge. It's not in this procedure, but it might be in the next.
centrifuge and shock.
And shock, that's right. And not a drop tower, but a swing hammer. You know what? I am going to replace this tape.
Right now?
Oh no, we tape it after we put the CubeSat in.
Yes, that's what I wondered.
Yeah, that's right. And I did understand what you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Get some roll. Hold them hostage. Say, Ellen, if you want it back, she'll go, never mind. Oops, I missed.
That is Captain L.
comes in rolls that wide.
Actually, it is fabricated in a roll about 14 inches wide. You have to buy a log, but they'll cut it to any width you want. So,
So cleaning is
clean is complete.
accomplished. Ensure a CAC has been performed.
Yes.
CAC pass
More
fail.
alcohol?
Pass. CAC date
Not yet.
is today.
That's
10,
true.
10, 2016. Let's see, this is 10, 24, 24. Note the test pod coordinate system in figure 3.
Yes. There's a figure for it. Show me the figure. We'll make sure the
Well,
figure.
now,
We
hang
need
on.
to remove
Hang
that
on.
countertop as well.
The test pod also has
I just put that down, and I figured we'll see how long it can last. Okay.
sorry. I think it's figure 3.
We'll just make sure that figure 3 matches with the description. So.
Well, they also have figure 6. There's figure 3. Noted?
What am I supposed to know? Oh, the coordinate system is there.
Yeah. The test pod also has the coordinate system laser engraved on the plus Y panel, as illustrated below in figure 6.
Yes, we match that.
Okay, so it is noted. What are you?
I was going
I'm,
Oh,
to
thank
keep
you.
it stacked for you. if
Yes,
you want.
please do. Thank you.
and let me just see that figure too.
It's just showing you how it's laser engraved.
Well, I'm just making sure that it's laser engraved
Yeah.
the way they thought.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Sure. Okay, so that is 1025.
Can you give me a refill of alcohol?
I just asked you that a minute
Well,
ago.
I touched the paper and I wasn't going to dirty my fingers when I did.
You're planning to make me back. Actually,
Okay, next step. Calculate the height that the spring plungers will protrude from the bottom.
Here's all the measurements and math part.
Yeah. Okay. Using the following equation, spring plunger height h equals satellite rail height.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you didn't skip a page? Because we should start with a measurement and conclude with.
11, 12, 13.
Okay, cool. So it's asking for measurements in this chart, right? Or in this table?
calculate the height of the spring plungers will protrude.
Using the following equation, and
Yes.
okay, so it
Yeah, that's
doesn't
the
say to
measurement.
measure it.
Yeah,
But yes.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I am ready to measure.
Excuse me. Okay. Rail number 1.
Actually, as soon as I clean my gloves. You have a hot mic.
This one.
Okay, so our measurements begin with
Satellite rail height B. which is this picture.
Yes. And which corner?
5.
Or they just number them 1, 2, 3, 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so rail 1 is defined in the CubeSat acceptance checklist. I know this. So find either
Oh,
the
you
one
want
we-
to check it
What?
against what
Yeah,
we did here?
yeah. Well, no. We're just using the figure from the CAC to identify rail number 1.
Rail number 1 is the plus x minus 1.
Plus X minus Y.
So I will add that on.
Plus X minus Y is this one right here.
Plus minus y. What's rail 2, Joe?
2 will be minus x minus 1.
Minus y, yep.
3 is minus x plus 4.
Minus x plus 4,
4 is the remaining.
which is minus
Plus x plus y. I had to find it. It's on a different part of that.
x plus. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
CAC is in the stormtrooper.
Right.
You ready?
Ready.
113 point 70.
Okay. Minus x minus y, or whatever's the next convenient one.
No, we'll go by what's on the list there.
Okay,
So the
minus
next
x minus y.
one, minus X minus Y. One 3.52.
Okay. Minus x plus 1.
One 3.68.
6, 8. And plus x plus 1.
One 3.64.
Okay. Good.
Okay, now do the math.
Yes, so we'll do the math. Almost through my hand.
So one time I shoot, I'm gonna hurt myself.
What's the math?
That would be good.
Volume?
Hang on.
So you win.
It actually
Okay.
refers to the
113.7.
anticipated depth of set screws that don't go in.
113.52.
And then
No, sorry, I need to
after we
subtract
put
that
the
one.
set screws in, the thing,
Minus
the amount that's
So-
roughly
so
it
hang on,
should go in,
113.7.
we'll measure how much of it is sticking out, and we'll
minus-
see if it
Minus
agrees with the anticipated.
103.5.
Thank you, sir.
Does it? Always?
It has in the past. I don't remember
Sorry,
whether
too
it's
much
plus or minus point
Going
one
on. What's the first one again?
or
103.7.
so it should be very close.
7.
Minus
But that would tell you if
103.5.
1,
switch
0,
or,
3,
um,
10.2.
spring jam,
And then we have
and it's telling you that it's set
113.52.
when it's not there when it's put,
1, 1,
pressed.
3,
It's not really pressed.
5,
It's
2.
Minus 103.5.
Because if we had a switch that was not pressed, when we pull the pin, it'll wake up and send the test.
113.68.
They panic about how to do that.
6, 8.
Minus 103.5.
1,
This is not the one with the new.
10.18.
0.18.
This guy with the new plunger spring.
103.64.
You made a change.
6, 4, minus
This is one that has.
Is that something they wanted to do?
10.14.
Can do is recommended 4.
Not by them, but by Cal
It
Collins.
doesn't actually say what the
And
time is.
we
It
actually had it on the
It just says
previous
nominal is
one.
10.
Yeah.
But when I was writing documents, I didn't update the model. So that's what I did. Updating the model to show the longer. Last time, I think we got the spring
Bob.
plungers. I think we got them like just in time last time.
For P&D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, once H has been calculated for all rails, insert the spring plungers into the bottom panel until they protrude at least 17 millimeters from the back panel.
Okay. All those four numbers are about the same, right? There's nothing that's
10.2,
weird.
10.02, 10.18, 10.14.
Okay, good.
So they're between 10 and 10.2.
And I'm sorry, what the hell was my step now?
Insert the spring plungers into the bottom panel until they protrude at least 17 millimeters from the back panel.
From the back panel out.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because if you put them in a quarter of a turn and they're more than 17 millimeters long,
Yeah.
they would meet that, wouldn't
It's like it's written by students, huh? It is, by the way, written. Oh, Polly's listening.
they? Are they? Hey, Justin. Hey, Alicia.
We love students. They probably have better things to do than to watch one of their charges.
Actually, well, you know, Tieback did run it in their newsletter.
Right one.
Oh, live stuff.
Oh,
They
so that
use
other
the
people
story
can
that
watch
I wrote
us?
for the AMSAT website,
Oh.
and they put it in the newsletter. The RadFx passed the Tieback shock test, but it had the link to the video on it. So.
Okay, what was the length?
17,
And it was,
at least.
it needs to protrude at least this much. Seriously.
So what are you making them 17?
I'm just making them so they stick up more than that.
I just noticed that you're typing something.
Oh, it's because I put them in by hand. Okay.
So those screw bolts are actually spring plungers? Oh, they're on the other side. Okay. Carefully insert the satellite into the one you test prime. Make sure the RBF pin is facing up in one of the windows that will be accessible after the one you test prime is encountered.
Plus X is toward me.
Let's get a picture of the satellite in such a way that the coordinate system here and the sides are visible here, so we can confirm their line.
Just taking a picture every time hang on a second. The, can you move that light a little because it's reflecting right off the, there we go. Focus. Yes. Didn't quite focus. Well, you can see the arrows. I'm not sure you can read the plus X or not because it seems to have
Here,
trouble
let's
focusing
take
on it.
let's take
Really good view from there.
Okay, now we can read the coordinate system. And Jerry, would you look and confirm the coordinate system line up? Just do the back up of that.
Confirm.
Okay. What am I doing?
Carefully inserting the
Carefully
satellite,
insert. Yeah.
making sure the RBF pin is facing a window that will be accessible after the test pod is mounted.
It's kind of funny because there's only two places you can put an RBF pin, and there's only one way you can put it into the peak pod. So if the RBF pin doesn't face a window, then you screwed up a long time ago.
Yeah, true. But you'd rather
That is
find
true.
out now than when it's being integrated after the
But it also implies that if it doesn't, you could rotate it and shove it in there anyway, so it does face the window, and that's what you need to accomplish.
Good point. Yeah.
Students.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say to match it up to the coordinates.
Does
It
it
just
in
says,
fact have to be matched?
it just says line it up to the. So the RBF sticks out.
How is that phrased? Am I supposed to be doing screws right now,
You
or
are
I just
not. No.
put it in?
Make
Okay.
sure the carefully insert the satellite into the pod. That's all I say.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Take the 1U test pod lid and gently replace it onto the 1U test pod. Reattach using 12 fasteners. Lightly place it to tighten the fasteners so the panels directly align.
Everything is dirty at this point.
Okay. Well, I meant from your glove perspective.
Well, I'm not going to touch the satellite anymore, so that's what I'm saying. Everything's dirty at this point.
You can just take the glove off.
I'll leave them on until I finish the cap on tape.
Can you use the IPA to clean your glasses?
Yeah.
Or is that overdoing it?
Well, it works better with the 99% than with less.
Yeah.
Doesn't leave smears so badly.
Oh, I hate this. I was trying to explain it to my pharmacist when he was ordering me the newest, and he kind of looked at me funny.
The IPA?
Yeah.
He didn't understand why you needed 99.
Yep. He was trying to convince me. He's like, well, when I got on the shelf, it's pretty good. I was like, I know what you got on the shelf.
It's pretty
Just
good.
trust me.
But see,
I said, just order it. You can order it, right? He goes, yeah. I said, how much is it? He goes, same price. It'll be here in 2 days.
I'm not looking. Pretty good.
Yeah. And we're not using it to put in cuts or anything.
It's like people that they always, when you say, I want this, and they go, well, it's almost the same, you realize your key word there. Almost.
Well, and he was saying it was like 91 or 93. And he was comparing it to 85. He goes, well, that's pretty good compared to 85.
More than 85.
Yeah, well,
More than
not so good
Because
compared
85 is 15% water.
15%, 14% less alcohol.
What do you use the distilled water for?
Me? CPAP. Oh, and I owe you a buck or
trying to
two.
figure out what the satellite is doing with distilled water.
No, it's.
You got the IPA, but the distilled water was thrown in there. So is there a torque specification?
I owe Bob $7
It'll be a
for
step
2
4.
candy bars. I owe Eric $2 for the water.
No worries.
Remind me, because I don't have any change right now. That's why I still owe Bob money.
You got the water, right? I had it right.
Yeah, I did. I used it last night. Yeah. And I had 5 hours too.
That's what JK blames his stroke on.
Not had.
Lack of CPAP.
Because when I mentioned I was getting one, he gave me some pretty good admonition about using it. I was tired a lot. Actually, I still am, because I still don't sleep very much because of this shit. I don't know if it had so much to do with the CPAP or just not.
because you stay up too
Not
late
going to
working on
bed.
it.
Well, it wouldn't matter when. 18 hours of work is 18 hours of work, right? Of course, that includes household chores. Let's get the deals.
So does anyone see another screw on the table or on the floor?
Yes, I can.
You know, the previous test did tell you to put them carefully away.
It's like a 440 or something.
Yep, thank you. Watch this.
Good.
Want to get the canned air?
Yeah, it's full of hot air.
Yep. I was waiting for you to say it, but you said never to blow.
On the solar cells. That's the only place you said.
On the satellite, actually, it's the.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah. Because you only push the debris.
That's why when Liam said, well, we have the debris, or it was the bidder, I guess. I said, he said, you want us to blow it off?
Air or
He
something,
didn't
yeah.
say canned air, he just said blow it off. And I said, no.
If that actually came from him, then we should actually write him an email and say, hey, you guys know that you're not supposed to ever blow.
Well, perhaps they one of the vacuums that we should have had, and that's what it meant, Yeah. I know, mine's an ESD vacuum. It's gonna generate more ESD than the other one, I'm sure.
Anti-ESD.
There you go.
It's anti-static.
Pro-static.
Okay, so these are,
Lightly tight.
yes.
And the next step is to torque them.
What's the number? Microinches?
No, 10 poundage.
10 L's. Wow, it's not
10
even,
lipids.
it's not even
Really? Not even that?
metric? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Set the torque gauge to 10 livid. QA engineer will double check at this time.
All right, you're on.
Whoa.
Verify.
So, when they say QA engineer will verify, there's two types of torque wrenches. There's the click adjustable.
Yeah.
This was half the price, so
Okay.
I got this one.
So this is just turn it
It's
until
a dot, right.
till
so,
it matches. Yeah.
We'll just
Okay,
take
so
a
do you
picture
have
of
the-
each one as you do it.
So you have a place that
So I could use someone to hold this from spinning.
so do you have a setting to match it up with? Or
Nope, there's
Oh,
just
you
a dial. And
You just do it. Okay.
yeah. And what number did you say?
Is 10 poundage.
Hang on a second. Your camera is not.
Okay, I saw the 10. Oh yes.
There we go. Actually, yeah, I was going to photograph the 10.
Okay.
So much for the start.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what I do. Do that one? Yeah. That's the one
That
I
was
did.
11.
And then that one I did, that one, that one, that one.
And to do this one.
Yeah, I broke my pattern when I was doing that.
Yep.
10 is not very much at all. Of course, I couldn't even split it to those. Oh yeah, they're real.
Yeah,
This one is
this
11.
guy lately either.
Hmm?
This one is 11. Jerry says you haven't done that one this one.
We'll go over each one of them again.
Yeah, I can just go around and make sure they're all
Yeah, now that they're all torque, you're just going linear.
loose.
If that one was 11, you didn't lose them.
Oh, I'm not going to worry about order.
Okay. I didn't know what the tolerance
And
is.
so just so you know, using a torque wrench is, regardless of what it says, the entire system is plus or minus 25%. So
Got it.
even if you line up the number,
Yep.
the actual tension on the screw is plus or minus
I get it.
25%. Because of unknowns about friction between the steel and the aluminum, in the threads and under the screw head. Torque wrenches are one of the strangest things that we do because it is so imprecise, but because it uses a number, we always think it's precise. Okay, torque.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you, sir.
So the next step is a long one. Use the 5/64 inch hex wrench to tighten the spring plungers to the calculated H values from step 10. Tighten in an X-shaped pattern to prevent the satellite from resting at an angle between the one you test inside the one you test for. And there's more to it It says observe the spring plungers through the viewing port when nearing height H. Make sure the spring plungers bottom out on the load plate. You should be able to visually confirm that they're touching the load plate, and as well as feel that they can't be bent any further. And there's a picture. Which I'm not sure I understand. But
The numbers are back on this side.
yes. So let us know when if you want the picture or anything reread, or else I'll give you the numbers.
That was my emergency call at home.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Thank you, sir.
Are you expecting to come back today?
I don't know, I gotta drive down onto furniture, I guess. Relatives from Maine are doing that. I gotta drive down.
That's the way it is.
Couldn't put his car in the garage because I had baby furniture going up there. I'm trying to get rid of it. I have nieces from it.
Nice.
Well, if you're planning on coming back, call or text us.
I'll text you.
Yeah.
We should be at NTS.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
Goodbye.
not. We
Yeah.
still need a ride then.
Well, at the worst, I can come back.
So, what was that number again?
For which one?
Well, I'll tell you the corner.
Yep.
Minus x plus y.
Minus x plus y is 10.18 millimeters.
What's this one? Oh. Not there yet.
Actually, it's less than 1.18, isn't it? Or is that what we're measuring?
Okay, so that one.
Should be at or less than 1.18 or how?
Well, I think we're going to end up recording what it is, but it should have been close to the previous measurement.
It does not say to
Yeah.
record it. Unless there's another.
It's very close. It's
Oh, yes, we do.
10.2 something. You're better with this.
10.46.
Second. And I'm sorry, which one is that, please?
That is plus x minus. I'm sorry, that's plus x plus y.
Plus x plus y, and it is what?
10.46.
10.46. So rail 4, Joey, what is the computed height?
10.14.
10.14. So we've got a fairly good sized delta here of 10.32.
0
wait.
point.
0.32, yes.
Okay. And then, what does it say? Not greater than 0.4. So we're good.
Okay. Good.
Then the next corner is. Ah, shit.
You did the opposite corner.
I'm sorry. The number I just gave you,
Yes?
I screwed up the coordinate system. The number I just gave you was minus x plus y.
Minus x plus y.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well,
So, well, go ahead.
Just hang on.
Yeah, it'll be easy to fix.
10.46. And what's the computed, please, for rail 3? Minus x plus y.
Yes.
Computed is 10.18.
8.
So we
Which
need.
is harder to subtract in my
46.
head.
Well, that'd be 20. So the
Well, it's just
28.28.
0.28 less. 200. 400. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
400,
0.28.
yes.
0.28.
Okay. Now we need. The diagonal one is plus x minus y.
Uh-huh.
And the diagonal one is 10.42.
10.42.
And that's, I'm sorry, that's plus x minus y.
That is plus x minus y. Yes.
And it is 10.42.
Correct.
And rail 1's nominal is, or the computed?
Plus x minus y is 10.2.
That's what you're telling me. Okay.
And that should have been written down as 10.20.
Could have.
Oh,
Should it have?
Sure.
It will be.
yeah.
Okay. So that means 0.42, so that's 0.22.
I was just writing it down the way it was told to.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to the other two.
I haven't crossed anything out in case it's exactly the same.
The first number of rail 4 will be the same.
Yes. And what is rail 2?
Rail 2's thingy is 10.02.
Okay.
Okay. So plus x plus y.
Yes.
$10.46.
Ha! Ha! Yes!
It's like we're going to the casino.
And then minus x minus y. $10.26.
Which is actually good because the computed is lower. So this is 0.24. And so all the deltas are reasonable.
Less than 0.4.
Less than
Slide
0.4.
that back to number.
Yeah, let's put it over here. There's what
Oh,
I've done once.
so that lay it the way you're holding it, it should be like this reverse.
No, this is 13. This is 14. So the even numbers are facing up.
Oh, didn't realize. I thought that's what it was.
Okay, so let's get that out of that can go in there. Okay, the next step.
Next up, take pictures showing that all spring plungers and satellite legs are flush with the load plate 8 total.
Hold the light, or you can use a flash.
I definitely need some of the light. Actually, I am gonna hold the flash phone.
You can hold the light in.
Yes. Actually.
Ice coffee against the caffeine.
Oh yeah.
Right.
46 steps in this whole thing.
What?
We're only at
step
17.
6, so we're like a third of the way there.
Not all at once.
When we show up late at NTS, we should tell them the total number of pages of procedures we've done since 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Grab them by the collar.
It's going to be
My
fucking
God, man.
it's gonna be like 40.
So we had 15 in the
CubeSat, and the steps, and there were 18, 20, I believe, in the CAC.
Yeah.
And then we got how many here? 46?
I think that's what I said, yeah.
Okay, photos are taken.
Next one. Step 18. Gently rotate the 1U test pod so the back panel is vertical, facing you, and one access port is on the top. What is back?
Okay, say that again.
Gently
Okay.
rotate the test pod so that the back panel is vertical, facing you, and one access port is on the top.
And one access.
I think
This is the back plate, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be vertical though.
Yes,
So it
vertical.
should be
Oh.
rotated 90 degrees
I
toward it,
interpreted that as
and then 90 degrees
Vertical,
one way or
facing.
the other, so access port is.
okay. An access port and access port.
An access port is one access port on the top.
Sure, we'll make it this one.
Okay. Take two set screws and insert them brass tip first into the 632 holes on the top edge of the back panel.
Ah, yes.
And tighten until snug. Do not torque.
This is the proverbial. Damn it! Don't torque it.
There's a picture of set screw and tighten if you wish to see. It looks like a set screw.
Don't make him nervous. He drops it on the solar stone.
Masking tape so the bit doesn't fall out. Yeah. The last thing I want to do is crack a solar cell with the bit on the end of my screwdriver.
That would not be good.
Yeah, I know. I've done worse.
We don't have to remember.
Well, which satellite was it that I dropped on the floor and it bounced on my carpet?
That was A, wasn't it?
Was it A?
Yeah, I think so.
You dropped A on the floor. I dropped
And A is still working after a year.
Yeah.
I
A's
dropped
still
D
working?
down the escalator.
Yeah.
Below the
Um,
box.
Yeah.
And a test.
Now, how do they phrase it? Snug, loose,
Snug.
snug.
But do not.
We're not torquing.
We're going
Huge
full
Well, he
size.
can't torque it because he doesn't have a torquing thing. You can't officially torque something unless you have a number. So even if you yanked on it, you wouldn't be torquing.
And I'm going to go pretty tight.
Snug.
But given how small the screw handle is, I'm calling it.
You got gloves on, so that raises the factor.
Yeah, what is it?
That's good to me.
Oh, it's been much too fast.
Okay, those are snug.
Okay.
You're probably going to say do it on another phone.
You really didn't need that light.
I think you're right, Bob. Rotate the 1U test pod 90 degrees so both access ports are exposed on the sides of the assembly.
And do it again.
Repeat steps 19 and 20 until all 8 set screws are hand tight, which is not the same as snug, I would think.
Well, that is different. Actually, snug and hand tight are so
Poorly defined.
Yeah. And it also says each spring plunger should have 2 set screws intersecting at right angles. No, the plunger should intersect it. Each spring plunger should have 2 set screws intersecting it.
Ah, you didn't see it. Yeah. Did you see that pellet pad out here?
I just noticed that right before we went to breakfast.
Well, it's probably related to the whole digital thing that we were talking about before.
What digital thing?
The myth is that Digital Equipment Corporation had so many visitors in the general area there weren't enough hotels, so they convinced some financial backers to build this hotel.
We're talking about DEC
Yes,
and
deck.
are they pretty much the reason NTS is here? Or something?
I don't know. No, I doubt it. The deck is gone.
And they have a building close to this hotel?
There's buildings all through Massachusetts.
Ah.
Cisco is here.
Yeah, it might have actually been that one.
And,
Cisco's.
the thing about the helipad is either it is very old because right now it's so close to those trees and to that street lamp
Yeah.
that I'm not sure any pilots are going to be really happy.
There must be a hospital nearby. It's got an H
on the
Helicopter.
But I'm not sure that there will be too many of them that will be able to throw one mile in.
Oh yeah, true. There's no thought.
Any breeze whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, I bet that's why it's there.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the deck.
Well, you said that they had the helicopter.
Oh, we had a major helicopter fleet. That was so much fun to do.
What time is it?
11:05.
Sure. And I told them 10 o'clock. 10:30. Do we owe them another phone call? I think we should. You want to call them and tell them, I don't know how much longer we have in the procedure, but should we just ask them, ask David Forbes when he's going to lunch, and we'll come back when he's done with lunch.
All right, give me the number. I'll call him. You can keep the step.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you have the number?
No, that's why I said you can.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Siri, get me the phone number for NTS Foxborough. Are you ready? No. I can say WTI. I want the phone number for NTS Foxborough, Massachusetts.
I found 2 places.
I got it before.
Okay, I got it here.
You got it? Okay.
Am I asking for it?
David Forbes.
Hi, Julie. I'm Jerry.
So you've got, okay.
That's all 4 sides.
Well, yeah.
Then repeat steps 19 and 20 until all 8 set screws are hand tight.
Yes, complete all
Okay.
4 sides.
Set torque wrench to 8 pound-inches. QI engineer will double check torque setting. Yeah, I got it.
There for me, are we?
Yeah, we've got
Okay.
2-3 more pages.
Yeah, we're not going to be before noon.
Okay. Thank you. See if I can just talk right now. Find out for sure if it goes wrong.
Yeah, okay.
She said, "Hi, Jerry. Aren't you supposed to be here?"
What am I doing? I'm sorry.
You are torquing to 8 pound-inches.
Torquing what?
Those screws that we just put in. Set the torque.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are setting the torque wrench right now.
I don't have a set up.
I know. Holding the 1U test pod secure in your hand, torque all 8 set screws to 8 pound-inches using the 1/16 inch X key.
Okay. I think that. Okay. So 12:30. Actually, I think we can do 12:30 now. Okay. We'll figure out meeting you after you get back from lunch. Okay, David. Thank you. Bye.
You want to do your magic with the tape again?
Magic tape. Not many people get down to magic.
So, are we still blaming the late flights on this?
No. Now it's you and Eric that they control.
Is that right?
We're supposed to be here at 8:30. I don't know why.
I don't know where they are.
I was here at 8:30.
Well, okay, just Eric.
I was here when I came.
Okay,
But
the
you weren't
number.
here.
The number I'm talking to again?
8.
Ocho.
Let's see. Oh, what happened?
You over torqued.
I have the wrong bit.
You don't want to get blue on it.
And that's the only bit that I have.
It says 1/16.
Because I don't have. Yeah, go ahead and pull it out. I cannot torque that.
I wonder if they have a torque.
Yeah, we can torque that at NTS,
Okay.
but
Is there a button or anything?
I don't think so. Although that does look deeper than when I used it last.
You want to try with a glove? Maybe you can grab it better under the skin.
So does Kaplan tape cover these things? Because that's the next step.
What does the Kapton tape say? It just says cover the holes.
It says remove the RBF pin and apply Kaplan tape over all of these.
The Kapton tape will not cover these.
Okay,
So,
so you can do
let's
that.
just go ahead and tape it.
So
So
this is too small. Correct?
if that's the one that I just had you pull out,
Yeah.
yeah,
This one?
yeah. So it's labeled. Oh no, this is a 1.5. So what I had was a metric, and I took the metric equivalent, but it's not close enough, and it spins. You know, it's too loose.
Okay, but this bit, I mean, it's a little bit bigger.
This one, this in my hand is the wrong bit. That one is correct. This one's wrong.
So if this one's correct, but you can't use it because you don't have an adapter.
Right, to use the torque wrench.
What if we used some more tape and stuck it inside the hole? Would that work?
Nope, that would never work. So unfortunately. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cover. So my steps are: pull the pin and tape it.
And this one's too big, right?
Yeah, it's a different one.
That is
Sorry.
correct.
Yes.
Pull the pin and tape.
There are some more bits in here that they are the smaller grip.
So let's just say that the switches were not pressed, and I just pulled the pin. If there were a problem, we would know in 50 minutes.
No, we would know in a minute or two.
Oh, we would. Okay.
That's
Well,
right.
then in a minute or two, we'll listen for a beep. In the meantime, throw me that tape. The big roll of Kapton tape
Pass
and
gently.
scissors next to it,
You pulled the pin 15 seconds.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the huge ass scissors over there.
What's the delay time, Jerry?
110.
Oh, okay. 2 minutes.
You need to,
If you're really serious about this, then don't cover the place where the RBF pin goes.
I don't anticipate a problem,
Well,
How are you gonna get,
and
oh, I see.
if
They're just
we-
gonna leave it out.
well, no, I mean if we have a problem, we just pull the pin.
Right, but your plan is to leave it out for the rest of the day, if you will,
Yes, for all the vibration.
for the duration of the test.
Right.
1 minute.
Yeah, so after you get that piece on, don't cover the rest of the hole, and we can listen for it.
Okay.
And then that way we're just certain.
Let's do this because it looks like I was drunk when I did it.
I want to tell you something. Back on the other side, I want to show you something. Why you still got an exposed part. The part of the tape that goes over where the LED is, I peeled it back slightly so I could see the LED as part of our aliveness test procedure, and then I reseal it. And then validate the tape.
Start listening.
Do you want to kill the AC?
Oh, listen, say 10 more seconds. Should have covered it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
So,
so you know that. Does that invalidate where that tape is? Do you need to replace it?
No, but the tape has a limited number of times that we can expect it. Yeah, that we can expect the adhesive to stick.
It was once. Moved it back just a corner of it, and then I put it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Here's the tape. I just peel the corner and peek in through the head.
And that is fine.
Foin.
And
Foin.
back when I was believing, back when Dick had sub-zero,
You would be more concerned.
Um,
Of course, we don't know about this orbit. It's a different orbit.
okay, well then I'll finish the statement that the adhesive on our Kapton tape has all adhesive has a 0 force temperature because it depends on the van der Waals, that's how adhesive works. So they all have a temperature, low temperature, at which point they lose all stickiness. Yes, and after you have applied and pulled the tape a couple times, the temperature goes higher because it's basically lost sticking. So I would not, for flight tape, be taking it off many times, twice maybe, and no more, because after that we now
not a problem. I just wanted you to know that I did lift it once.
Sounds good. Now the other purpose of the tape is also invalidated by the warm temperatures we've seen in orbit instead of Dick's analysis, because when you have a hole in something, it will cool down more rapidly. Black body radiation, hot air, all the hot air comes out. So Dick was adamant about
Vacuum.
plugging all the holes.
Yeah, the hot vacuum. And that's why I mentioned the fact that this orbit is different, so we don't really know if it will be the same. warmth as 1A.
That's true. Actually, I don't even know what our orbit is.
I don't think we can say it since it's live.
I was going to say that, but
It's sun synchronous.
right.
But it doesn't matter because I can't remember the exact number.
It doesn't matter since we don't have thrusters to maintain it.
Yeah, that's where they drop us.
Yeah.
God, I hope we can go to all these launches.
This step, can you repeat how it's worded? Is it all holes or just the access ports?
Apply Kapton tape over all openings.
Okay. So that means I have to do the view ports to the little switches. Yeah.
And then, of course, that'll cover that. That's all. Does it call for it? Is this the next to the last step of the knowledge for the point?
Yeah.
Crikey.
Actually, this is de-integration procedure starting at step 35.
Oh.
So we're only
Yeah,
going
we
to
should
34.
be very close to.
There's now
Well, since we can't go there,
securing the spring plungers.
we could de-integrate it while we're here.
Yeah, let's get it over with.
That'll save time later.
Yeah.
Nope, just cut my glove.
Oh,
I
God.
can't tell you how many times I've done that.
All the bobs
Better than your
out.
finger. You know what's really weird, and this is probably another one of these student things. Look at that. Keep going, da-da-da-da-da. Here's 6.2. Alternate procedure for closeout. Another means, it's never said the first means.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then you get there and go, well, thanks. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly you don't want to do the first one because it's sticking with epoxy and you got to mix it and dry it and all that crap.
Oh,
But so they must have cut it out, but they left the wording weird like this.
So that's the staking and epoxy part, you mean?
No, this is the one that you probably want to do. It says another means to secure is with use of jam nuts instead of epoxy.
Ah, yes. And well, Bob knew that.
No, wait a minute. We are using jam nuts.
Yes.
But he's talking about the steps. You go through all the
Ah.
steps, and at some point it said you should glue them or something, right?
Well, no, it never said that. So here's why I was confused. That was step 24 we just finished, right? Step 26 says another means to secure the spring plungers after integration is to use the jam nuts. Another means, whereas the first means, it's not giving us a choice. We're using the jam nuts. It's just the wording is weird. That's why I was.
You know, okay.
So now you're taking pictures.
All surfaces are taped.
Take pictures of integrated satellite and test pod assembly is now ready to be mounted to the interface plate and vibration table.
Yep.
Yeah, because we have to.
When we get it into yes, yeah.
We have to.
Yeah, but what's the integral?
We have to dial those.
Whoa. So when are we putting the jam nuts on? Is that only after?
Wait, what does your procedure say?
Step 25 is taking the pictures. Assembly is now ready to be mounted to the interface plate and vibration table. And then it now says another means to secure the spring plungers after integration is with jam nuts. Define integration.
But what I'm saying is it's now ready to be integrated, and then you can. It says you can secure them after.
Reread the
integration.
step where
Yeah.
to make sure it doesn't mention jam nuts somewhere else in the document.
So
Is it possible we skip a step?
So where would it be? We're talking about jam nuts on the spring plungers, right? So
Yeah.
it's up to that's back to step 15. Observe the spring plungers, make them sure they're bottom out of the plate. You should be able to visually confirm. Height calculations are not exact. When it feels good, do it.
16.
Record the actual values, take pictures, check. No. You want? Why don't you double check it? Look at this.
Okay. We're kind of going back.
I would just-
good
I would
until we
just-
got to this step. So we took
Yeah.
pictures, we rotated it.
Honestly, I would just start from the beginning and read it. Look for the very first mention of
Yeah.
jam nut.
Okay. Well, no, it would be the first mention of the box.
Okay, epoxy or jam nut.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it as a double check.
Meanwhile, we can gather the documents we need for yes. So what do we need there?
Oh, we missed step 3.
Oh. Required. Yeah, true.
Well,
We would have found the missing half.
well, anyway, everybody else wants to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on the show. It's 13. So I'm skipping to saying that we have 16 inch that screw.
Alright. Once it's calculated, certain satellite in the test pod, place the lid. This step is not checked off.
What's the next step?
For the values of each.
Oh, yes, okay, I was switching back and forth. We'll call it 10.
Record the values, take pictures showing it all in one flat, rotate it, certain set screws and tighten them. Rotate 90 degrees, then that, then set the torque, 8 pounds, and do the torque. Once torque set screws should not be removed, so that cannot be reused. So you use new torque screws compared to what they did for shop, right?
Yes.
Move the RPF and apply tape, take pictures. It's now ready to be mounted to the interface and vibration.
No, with the first one.
Dial in the spring point. 15 through 7.
Yep. Here's 15.
Additional hardware required is the washer to install.
So, I mean, essentially, this, at 15 through 17, it's going up to this, but it never told us that.
Right, but it does say another way, another need to secure the spring function after integration. 25 left off that integration. Well, it's now ready to be mounted.
It says the integrated satellite.
Now you know. Jam nuts instead of nuts. So you can do the nuts now, so the nuts.
That's what I think. It's weirdly worded. Really, but
Yeah, and then that ends with, it's now ready to be mounted to the interface. So it's written for it.
it really is.
But what it amounts to is now
They always are.
we need to record
Yeah.
and then we do the jam.
Okay. So this is page 6. Do you have page 7? Put that in the right place. And then this is page 13, 3 plus 12.
13 up.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Good.
Okay, so we could do the jam nuts now.
We
Yeah.
could do
And
the
do they
jam nuts.
do
Well,
they say to torque the jam
Well,
nuts?
Yeah, I believe it does, but I didn't read it that closely. But do we need to torque those before we do the jam nuts? Those set
Torque
screws? The set screws.
I did torque the set screws.
I thought you said you couldn't because you didn't have the right size bit.
Oh no, you're right. I did not. Sorry.
So do we need to torque them before we do the jam
I
nuts?
don't know. Depends on what you
Wait a
are.
minute. So this
Well,
is.
the jam nuts comes after the torque.
So then yes. I
So
would.
it's not. We are not putting the jam nuts on the set screws for in the spring plungers, aren't we? Or is that not true?
But it's all one big joint. So if it does say to
Oh.
torque one part of the joint, I would do that before.
Okay.
To
I
torque
wouldn't
it and
change
then
that
put
word.
the,
Yeah.
put the nuts on. So therefore we have to, we could go talk to the chief engineer here. He was very friendly about getting the chair done. Maybe he's got something.
No, we'll just go to NTS. What time did they expect us?
4 hours ago.
No.
That was the latest
Yeah,
that you
what was
said.
the time that
I told David, was it David?
David?
That we would, he said, I go to lunch, I get back at 12:30. I said, we'll be there.
Okay, so 12:30. What time is it now?
11:30.
I don't see that there, I mean, he won't be there, but there's no reason we couldn't go and use a torque wrench.
No, I would show up when he shows up, because if we're showing up there during their typical lunch, we were assigned that technician. I want to go to that technician for anything torque related.
Ah, okay, well, he
Yeah,
doesn't go till
that's-
noon.
We'll just see him at 12:30.
See
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah, we can eat lunch. You want to
All right, we're gonna
take everything into the car for lunch?
Yeah,
and then
let's
hit it?
let's load everything. So
Yeah.
we'll.
Okay, so we don't need to do any inspection stuff because we're not doing that until later. I'm taking this because it has remainders of screws, and if anything goes wrong, that to plug in the hole. So everyone knows it's right here in
Okay.
this tray.
say goodbye. We'll shut off the stream.
Goodbye. We'll shut off the screen.
Well, guess